No intro, no outro, straight fire. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this right quick. Yeah, looking at the DXY. So according to the DXY, I was looking for buys for the week. Trying to really figure out at what point would price close above the POC and buyers accept that buyers acceptance for DXY to shoot up to buys, right? For some odd reason, I don't know why my trading view is not integrating with my YouTube, but we'll make it over again. And that point has not came as of yet. With that being said, I see an unmitigated POC down here, and I fully anticipate price to sell off lower, mitigate the POC before shooting up. Now, this might happen next week because I know for a fact, well, I don't know for a fact, but we would have to have some significant news for the dollar to push all the way down. We have PPI tomorrow, retail sales, and more retail sales. Right now, forecasted is a decrease for retail sales, and then PPI we have forecast as a positive. So kind of neutral, kind of balance each other out. So fundamentally, don't know what would push this down, the dollar down, unless I'm missing some macro news. So with that being said, it's going to go into the trade. So, oh, let me go into this. So my confluences, because someone asked me on my Instagram, they're like, what are your confluences? I see you looking at the dollar. I see you looking, you trade off based off the dollar, et cetera, et cetera. Yes, the dollar is what I look for a confluence, but these are my 3 confluences. So the DXY is my number 1 confluence. That's the first thing I always look at to see what it's doing. Then I like to see sell side or buy side liquidity being swept, followed by a close above or below the POC. For me, I just need 2 out of the 3 confluences before I take a trade, whether it be a counter trade, whether it be a trade, in the direction of the dollar or inversely of the dollar. I just need 2 of the 3 confluences. Once I get 2 of the 3 confluences, I'm taking a trade. So prime example, DXY was bullish. Well, I'm looking for bullish plays, right? And then ideally, GU, I'll be looking for bearish plays. But what did I see? I see a liquidity sweep. I seen a close above the POC. So I entered on the POC and I wrote it up to my target area, right? My trading style is not super rigid to the point where if I see an opportunity, I'm not going to take it. All right. So that's what I'm looking for. So going into the trade overview for today. So I had my liquidity sweep. I had my close below the point of control. Now I'm anticipating price to give me a healthy reversal and then go into my intended direction. We will see how that plays out. EUR USD had my liquidity sweep. However, price did not close below my POC. So no longer interested in looking at Euro USD. Great British Pound USD. Price did what? And I already showed y'all this. Sell side liquidity sweep, close above the POC, entered in, price took off. Hit my take profit 1, take profit 2. NZD USD, buy side liquidity sweep, followed by a close below the POC. As you can see right here, and let me zoom in on this, price literally did a quick spike, open of the market, close of the market into the open of the next day's market, and literally missed me by a couple of pips. Still going to keep my pending order because as long as price does not hit my take profit 2, I'm still staying in. USD CAD, waiting for price to reverse, hit me in, and then shoot up. Again, just got to wait and see what it does. If it hits my take profit too, closing out the trade. USD CHF, sell side liquidity sweep, more sell side liquidity sweep. However, buyers has not accepted. And acceptance of buyers means a close above the point of control. So not interested. And then USD JPY. All right, so we had buy side liquidity sweep, a close below the point of control. So you already know, baby. I went ahead, set that pending order, seeing what the pending order does. I already have my alert. I'm going to set my alert. Boom, for my take profit 1. We're going to ride it out, see what it does. All right, so with that being said, let me go ahead and set all my alerts, because once price gets to my take profit 2, I'm no longer interested. I'm closing out the trade. Closing out the trade, NZD USD. Really, once price gets to my take profit 2. USD CAD. Yeah, once price gets to my take profit 2, I'm closing it out. And then USD CHF, got my alert set for my take profit 1. All right, so no intro, no outro, straight fire.